Why is the Battle of Adwa so important to African history?
It's important because it's one of the greatest victories against white supremacy and imperialism. In the 19th century, European countries colonized the entire African continent. They met at the Berlin Conference in Germany from November 1884 to February 1885, and just sliced up the entire continent like a piece of cake. Britain, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Belgium, England, you name it. And then Italy came to try to take its colonial possession, Ethiopia. And before the commander-in-chief left Rome, General Oreste Baratieri, he promised the king of Italy, at that time it was still a kingdom, King Umberto, that he was going to bring back Emperor Menelik II in a cage so he could be displayed in the zoo. Because he was confident. All this notion of white supremacy made them really believe that Africans are basically savages, backwards. There's no way that any African army could withstand a European army. So to the shock, the Battle of Adwa, March 1, 1896, lasted no more than 6 hours. The Ethiopians killed about 3,000 Italian soldiers, captured almost another 3,000. General Baratieri himself fled from the battle scene. They killed 2 generals, they captured 1 general, and marched them back to Addis Ababa, the capital, which, by the way, was founded and named by Empress Taitu Betul, the wife of Emperor Menelik. And Taitu herself was on the front line with 6,000 men under her command. They made the 3,000 prisoners of war, the captives. The tables were turned. Now they made them work for many, many months under African supervision. So now you have Europeans tasting how it feels to work under slave-like conditions, being ordered and commanded by Africans. Italy paid millions in reparations, and then the captives were released. Now, this is not taught widely in the history because it would explode the myth of white supremacy, that Africans are inferior, Europeans are superior, and no way could Africans defeat Europeans in armed battle, in war. And that is why the story is not widely told by the Italians and by fellow Europeans. In fact, some of the accounts were preposterous at the time of the battle, soon after the battle. Some of the magazines in Europe claimed the Ethiopians were actually Europeans. So Italians had lost against other Europeans who just happened to be in Africa. That is why this history is important. The legacy is important. Africans all over the world, whether they call themselves Africans or not, African descendants, must know this history. It is empowering.